So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you.
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And these two exciting young teams, Chris, a lot of talent and a lot of room to grow.
Oh, man, you see a lot of potential. Teams on the rise. With young teams, they are often breakdowns. They'll make mistakes. It's all about learning from them and getting better.
Well, that was well said. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Horford, and it's Crowder in at the three. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Outside, Dragic. Softly drops in the floater.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Here's Boston now. Outside, Bradley. Johnson the screen. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Next, a great pick that time by Johnson. I mean, that's another area where he excels.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Dragic against Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Shot on the way, and it's Bradley with the rebound.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
Thomas kicks to Horford. No good on that one, and it's Miami the other way. Here's Waiters. Good, it's Bosh picking up the assist. Waiters got his first points of the night. The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Stolen by Bosh. Teardrop shot, and it's Dragic laying it in.
Oh, offensively, they are 3 for 4 from the field. Definitely the kind of start they want.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Dragic. Thomas dishes to Johnson.
And when you take a look at Amir Johnson, he was signed as a free agent by the Celtics. Now, he had been a fan favorite in Toronto, much beloved in the locker room. The persistent ankle injuries gave the Raptors front office some concern.
And the Celtics certainly following the league trends offensively. Chris, one of the fastest-paced teams in the league, and they shoot a lot of threes.
Well, one of the more data-driven organizations trying to find the most effective ways to score. It's paying off. Last season, they were in the top half of the league in offensive efficiency for the first time in 6 seasons.
So Johnson hits 2 of them.
You know, Kevin, it's interesting that, Johnson has become a better long-range shooter, but his free throw shooting has been erratic. I mean, it's clear he has the touch to shoot well at the line. I wonder if it's mental.
Kicks it to Waiters. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Whiteside. Can't hit from in close. The Celtics with the lead. Bradley kicks to Johnson. And no good. Bosch with some nice deep. The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Waiters no luck. Waiters gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Bradley passes to Thomas. Back to Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Bradley's got his first points of the game.
And you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less two-point jumpers, I mean, when you're feeling it, you got to let it fly, guy.
Dragic with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Heat. Celtics leading by 3. Johnson in the corner. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, the league going more up-tempo with more three-point shooting. That's not, though, the Miami Heat.
No, they're at the bottom of the league as far as pace and as far as three-point shooting. This team makes its bones at the defensive end of the floor. That's really where they excel.
The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Coach Brad Stevens, already known for his X's and O's, a great tactician.
Well, let's think about his repertoire. Great plays out of timeouts and at the end of the game. Just as important is the confidence he instills in his young players. He does a great job of putting his players in positions to succeed. What he calls soaring with their strength. You accentuate players' strengths and try to hide their weaknesses.
Now here's Dragic. Outside Bosch. Feeds to Waiters. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. Waiters got 5 points so far.
Well, I guess from that distance, the defense thought he'd dish it off. Oops.
There's a good screen. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Bosch. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you watch Chris Bosch out there, always in the right spot, be it on offense or defense. Doesn't get enough credit for how well he positions himself. Always moving to open space to create an outlet or get an easy jump shot.
No good on that one. Talking again about Bosch and his impact on the court. A lot of what he does, Greg, won't show up in the box score. He leaves his marks on the game in ways stats really can't measure.
It's a great point. And there are a lot of players in the league like that. But Bosch is certainly one of those guys. You can just see how defenses react to his presence when he's on the floor. Very vocal and acts as a leader on the defensive side as well.
Now here's Thomas. Picked by Horford. Thomas against Dragic. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And Horford, a pretty steady free throw shooter. I mean, he had a few down seasons, maybe due to those pectoral tears, but I tell you what, he's been right up there around 80%.
First trip to the line for him here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And he can't get the first one.
And for me, one of the more unsung players in the league, Al Horford, a 2-time national champion at the University of Florida, one of the most skilled and versatile big men in our league, and he hasn't gotten the attention I believe he deserves.
Williams, he's checked in for Whiteside. And he sinks the second. And with Horford's free agency looming this last summer, last season was a tricky spot for the Atlanta Hawks. Would they be able to keep him?
Yeah, and you go back to the lack of exposure he's gotten. I mean, from the Dominican Republic, he's a Spanish-speaking star. I mean, his marketing and endorsement potential in bigger markets, something he is well aware of. Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And here is Waiters. After Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer, Waiters dishes to Dragic. Bosch, the screen. Here's the three. Crowder pulls it in. Celtics leading by 5. And here is Thomas. He's got 5. To the middle, here's Horford, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And it had been something that had been talked about in the past via trade, but Al Horford joined Boston in the offseason via free agency. Was the fit that he wanted team-wise, and Horford was ready for a new challenge. So great fit with this roster and the city of Boston.
Haters no luck.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Kept alive. Johnson. And it's sent back by Bosch. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. On defense, Miami. 8-point game. Thomas kicks to Horford. Goes back up. Bosch grabs the miss. And Al Horford got a max deal to come to the Boston Celtics, GA. He's on the wrong side of 30, but when you look at his game, his all-star resume, you don't see a real sharp decline coming.
Great point, Kevin, and that's why the Celtics were willing to give Horford the contract they gave him. It was one of the bigger free agent names on the market. You knew that the Celtics would want to make a splash in free agency, and he was their guy.
That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And Chris, having played at the University of Michigan in the powerhouse Big Ten, we see a lot of their players go on to the NBA. Which player from the Big Ten is in the league right now that you feel is the best right now?
Well, I mean, when you look at the Big Ten, I mean, you would have to say Draymond Green. You know, I think right now just he's playing at such a high level. I love my man Oladipo. You know, he can go. But, you know, at the same time, don't forget about the old wily veteran out there. And that's Mr. Ball handles himself. That's Mr. Make You Fall Down, wait for you to get up so he can shoot the jumper in your face himself. And that's my man, Jamal Crawford.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Miami. And a change for the Celtics. Olynyk's checked in. The Heat trail by 10. Dragic kicks to Richardson. Thomas against Dragic. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
That's an aggressive approach to the rack, but still he calmly floated it in.
Thomas passes to Olynyk. The dish to Bradley. Unloads. That one a little long.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now here's Dragic. He has 6.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
From deep, Thomas for 3. Olynyk, that's in there. Thomas with the assist. Olynyk's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Celtics leading by 9. It's stolen by Dragic. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Chalk up 2 there. Dragic has got 8 points.
Oh, he's been basically perfect so far in this quarter, especially on offense.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Now Bradley. Here's Thomas, plenty of space. No good, in and out, off the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Williams dishes to Winslow. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Horford.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Heat have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now in 2013, the Celtics began their rebuild in earnest. Right away, they made some great moves hiring Brad Stevens from the college ranks to take over as head coach. And also, a terrific trade with Brooklyn, getting 3 first-round picks and the right to swap picks in exchange for Garnett and Paul Pierce.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. And you talk about that trade with the Nets. Looking back, what a trade for the Celtics.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, Brooklyn's run with Pierce and KG was short-lived, and as their fortunes have waned, it's been one heck of a windfall for these guys in green. So many young assets. You knew they had to make some moves just to fit their roster limitations.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Johnson against Thomas. Johnson outside. This is to Johnson. 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. Rebound Boston.
You were shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
Thomas passes to Brown. He dishes it to Uredko. Here's the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's off the back rim, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Thomas goes in. Passes it to Olynyk. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Olynyk's got 5.
When Olynyk gets the ball in the mid-range area of the floor, he has no problem in letting it fly. I mean, he makes that shot consistently. He has the room to let it fly.
Bosch kicks to Richardson. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Smart with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Johnson against Thomas. Puts one up from 19. Misses off the left iron. The Heat trail by 4. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Bosch kicks to Richardson. Johnson to screen. Johnson dishes to Bosch. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Heat. Boston leading by 4. Outside Thomas. There's the feed to Smart. Pass to Olynyk. And stolen by Richardson. The pass to Johnson. He can't hit that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
It's Brown on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Here's Uredko. Count it.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And good that time.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Johnson against Thomas. He feeds it to Smart. A 3-pointer, no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
I mean, in the fundamentals, when shots go up, guys are blocking out. Look at the numbers. It's ridiculous so far.
Johnson is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Williams. And it's Whiteside in at the 5. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Jerebko. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Jerebko's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Celtics. Johnson kicks to Williams. Johnson the screen. Williams passes to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Stolen by Smart and pushing it up. Here's Boston. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. I'm trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you." High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. Here's Smart. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They set the screen. Over in the corner, Brown. Clock at 6. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And when you talk about a player having an NBA-ready body, you want them to have the strength to compete with vets right off the bat. And make no mistake about it, Jaylen Brown has an NBA-ready body.
I'm just not sure the NBA is ready for him. I mean, he is a physical monster. Takes contact like defenders are insects and can still finish strong through the foul. Has a combo of speed, strength, length, and endurance that you rarely see from a player his age.
Well, Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, maybe the closest, Chris, we've seen to Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about 7-footers who can space the floor.
Well, he's a 7-footer now, but he grew up playing guard before he had that late growth spurt. You just don't find many players at his size with that kind of shooting and fluidity with the ball. I think his agility at his size is probably the most underrated aspect to his game.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Celtics. Bradley comes in for Brown. And so he makes both from the line. Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when one play, just one play, can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, if you see someone that gets a big steal when you need one and you guys have been, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big three that ties up the game and, it's a 17-4 run and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, momentum is definitely tangible. When you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by one, crowd goes crazy. I believe, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
Your heartbeat, your pulse, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, yeah, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of the game.
Great way to put it. And Hassan Whiteside signing a max contract to return to the Miami Heat this summer. What a dramatic change of fortune for a player, Greg, who'd bounced around early in his career.
And how about it, Kevin? I think he may be the first player in history to jump from making the NBA minimum to the NBA maximum in one season. He's going to be making 30 times more than he did last year. And who wouldn't like that kind of a pay raise?
Now here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. No problems knocking that one down.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
The Heat trail by 5. Dragic kicks to Waiters. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Bradley. Johnson up top. He's looking for Horford and finds him. From the left block. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The focus from Horford, just shrugging off the foul for the and-one finish.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. Chris, you played a long career, remained effective even as you lost some of your athleticism. You hear some people say the game is 90% mental. How accurate is that?
I don't think it's 90% mental because you need physical attributes to be able to perform. But I think that it's 2 separate games. I think that one part of the game is mental and you need to be 100% on point. And I think the mental part is different from the physical. And so you have to be there 100% physical and you have to be 100% there mentally. And for me, the mental part was not only how to try to make players better or get other guys involved, or win if we didn't even have the most talent. But it really was how do you adapt, how do you change your game when you've played one way your whole career, and how do you still be effective and dominating. Luckily, I was able to do that.
Well said. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Waiters. Well, you guys talk about an imposing presence on the floor. Hassan Whiteside is about as big as they get in the NBA. You can't go through him, and it's even tougher, Greg, to go over the top of him.
And Whiteside is a tree of a player. There is no other way to put it. Measures at 7 feet flat, but has enough bounce in his jump where you think he's 7'6" at the end of the game. Also, very solid core strength, guys. He is difficult to move when he plants his feet.
And the call will be against Al Horford.
He just recorded his 3rd foul of the half. Coach has to consider resting him until the 3rd quarter.
Here is Whiteside. 6 points for him. Winslow, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 6. Now here's Smart, looking for his first basket still in this one. Johnson kicks to Bradley. Off target with his 3. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Ellington. Feeds to Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Heat. There's a screen by Williams. Kicks it to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And here's Smart. Johnson outside. He kicks it to Crowder. Johnson dishes to Crowder. Johnson, the pass to Smart. The feed to Johnson. Off target from outside.
Oh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going.
Outside Dragic. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
I mean, we know that this is a game of heart. He knew his man was bigger than him. No big story. He just calmly rose up, altered his body so that he could get the contact and put that shot up over.
And the Heat with some changes. Johnson comes in for Williams. And it's Richardson in for Wayne Ellington. And a change for the Celtics. Thomas is checked in. Celtics leading by 4. Bradley kicks to Johnson. It's good.
Stays with it. And Johnson able to finish the play. That's just outstanding. Now, when you think about Amir Johnson, the last ever prep to pro draftee. Now, look, he was taken out of high school with the 56th pick by the Pistons back in 2005. Learning from the vets on that squad, he learned how to win.
Now, here's Richardson. Right side, Dragic. The dish now to Whiteside. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Thomas passes to Horford. Bradley against Richardson. Bradley dishes to Thomas. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots. And we're not used to thinking of 11-year vets still having room to grow. But you know what, Chris? That might be the case with Amir Johnson.
Well, it's interesting. I played with Amir. Always a great athlete with high energy, great motor. But he's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game, despite being that highly effective player. That could mean he's had a lot of tread left on those tires.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson the screen. Thomas kicks to Johnson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Johnson's got 9.
Oh, that's what Johnson loves to do, just set screens and roll to the rim.
Richardson the pass to Winslow. Got a piece of it. Johnson over to help. Johnson kicks to Winslow. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Winslow's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what happens when you have little to no communication defensively. He has the stroke to burn you from out there. Don't you see that?
Now, here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Here's Horford. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Whiteside. In the corner, Winslow with it. Back to Dragic. Dishes to Johnson. Passes to Whiteside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. First free throw is good. And Miami making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Jerebko's checked in for Al Horford. He's off on the second. Celtics leading by 6. Thomas kicks to Jerebko. Outside Brent. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Wow, that looks like he forgot that there's an out of bounds in basketball. Not sure how he made that mistake.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Avery Bradley. Heat have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
He's developed a nice in-between game. The D gave him way too much cushion.
Johnson against Thomas. 3-pointer. The shot's good from Jerebko. Jerebko's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Boston. Thomas against Johnson. Outside Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. That's now 8 points for Chris Bosch.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
Thomas's shot is off. The Heat trail by 4. Johnson attacking. A Crowder pulls it in. Boston's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Took him no time at all on that one. Crowder's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, superb recognition by Crowder to catch the D by surprise with the effective pull-up jumper, catching them sleeping for just a second and cashing in.
Now here's Johnson. Richardson for 3. And again, Miami with the triple. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Now Thomas. There's the pick. Double team on Thomas. Here's Jerebko. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson in the corner. A 3 ball. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Richardson dishes to Johnson. Johnson with it. Now Thomas defending. Johnson, the pass to Bosch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
The Heat have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. And that one misses.
Yeah, this kind of free throw shooting just leaves a coach shaking his head. I mean, they have been awful from the line this quarter.
Waiters, he's checked in for Whiteside. And the second free throw, good. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Thomas. There's the pick. And Olynyk kicks to Brown. Offline with his 3. And it's Waiters atop the key. Johnson the screen. The wide open look here for Bosch. Open jump shot off the mark.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
Oh, they really made a mess of that one. That really should have been an easy basket.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Celtics leading by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And that'll do it as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
He's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Celtics leading by 3. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Olynyk is out there with Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the small forward. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And that's now 10 points for Isaiah Thomas. Dragic with it. Right side a screen. Bosch, that's for 2. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, you look around the league and the post-up is giving way to more and more pick and rolls, more and more three-point shooting. Some big men don't like it, but Amir Johnson embraces the change. He said, "It's what I do. I'm a big that likes to set screens and roll." Kevin, with his combination of range and finishing inside, has become one of the best at it in the game.
Very efficient, D.A. Thanks. Here's Dragic after the basket by Boston. He dishes it to Waiters. Shoots it up. And Boston with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Crowder with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Double team on Thomas. Back to Olynyk. And the layup is good. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
A gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Dragic kicks to Bosh. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bosh has got 14 points for the game.
Well, at his height, he can just rise up and get separation. And then, of course, his soft touch from distance.
Olynyk dishes to Crowder. It's rebounded by Bosh. Bosh has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Surprising miss there. I mean, considering they started out nailing their first 3 shots of the half.
That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Thomas passes to Olynyk. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Strong finish by Olynyk. I mean, he's gotten stronger, and you can see that.
Inside, and the dunk by Winslow.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
So it's Boston now after the Heat pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Some solid defense from Bosh. Miami trailer. Here's Waiters. 7 points in the game. Outside Dragic. They set the pick. Bosh dishes to Waiters. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Oh, Kevin, he positioned himself perfectly and had all the room to drop that one in. Just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Thomas. He feeds it to Johnson. Johnson sends the screen for Crowder. Johnson with a screen on Bosh. There's the pass to Bradley. And here's Olynyk from the arc. They get it again.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Now here's Winslow. 8 points for him. Feeds to Dragic. Thomas with the steal. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And just think, Isaiah Thomas acquired by the Celtics in a deadline deal back in 2015. And for a team in desperate need of more scoring punch, he's been the perfect fit.
Now here's Waiters. Back to Dragic. Whiteside a screen on Thomas. Here's Dragic from outside. Miami no good on that time either. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the Celtics acquiring Thomas, future All-Star on a budget contract, in exchange for a late first-round pick. I think Chris had worked out for him.
I think so, too. He's a dynamic scorer. He's the straw that stirs the drink for them at the offensive end. The Celtics believe in his talent, and they're reaping the rewards.
And the number of fouls he's drawn has resulted in a bunch of trips to the line. So even if he doesn't make them all, it still had a positive effect.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dion Waiters. And then for Boston, Horford comes in for Amir Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jay Crowder. And he's good on the second. The Celtics have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Horford. And Whiteside sends it back. Kicks to Olynyk. Now here's Smart. Ellington defending. 6 to shoot. Horford no luck.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling there.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And stolen by Horford. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Thomas, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Dragic from outside, and the three ball is good. Dragic has got 15 points.
I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
And here is Thomas. He's got 10. Bradley, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. He's got 10.
That's just the vision of Thomas, spotting the open man and delivering the ball on time and on target.
Here's Bosch. And Boston with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Smart. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now it's a three-point Celtic lead.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
It's stolen by Bradley. Thomas against Dragic. Double team on Thomas. Horford the pass to Olynyk. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And some changes here for the Heat. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Josh Richardson comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. The Celtics also changing it up. Jerebko's checked in for Bradley. And it's Brown in for Isaiah Thomas.
And Kelly Olynyk grew up in Toronto. In 7th grade, his family moved to Kamloops, British Columbia. He and Steve Nash were two notable players to come out that region.
Now here's Johnson. He has 7. Here's Bosch. No good off the front iron. And here's Boston. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Smart. Johnson kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. That one goes in. And that's now 18 points for Chris Bosh.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Well, he's been lights out all game. No one can deny that, but I'm not sure his efforts will be enough to get his team to win.
Horford kicks to Olynyk, and he uses the glass on the layup. Olynyk's got 13 points in the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Olynyk with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And he makes that one. And now it's a 10-point Boston lead.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
Timeout called. The Heat. The Heat making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Richardson kicks to Johnson. To the paint. From 11 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 20 points for Chris Bosh.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Olynyk, the shot's good. Brown making the play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
to the inside. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut back down to 8. Those were necessary points from Whiteside.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
Horford, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now Richardson, he's got 6. Bosch kicks to Johnson. Bosch hits the pick for Johnson. The feed to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. Bosch can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Smart with the ball. Olynyk, a screen on Johnson. Down low. Here's Brown, and Whiteside sends it back. Here's Richardson. He kicks it to Ellington. The dish now to Bosch. 1:58 left in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Winslow's checked in for the Heat. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Now here's Smart. Horford with the screen on Johnson. Smart. But they recover it. It's 3-pointers off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. And here is Ellington. This is to Winslow. Now Whiteside. He's got 10. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
He was dead beat right from the start. He had no chance of stopping him from getting a clean look on that play.
Now here's Smart. Olynyk, a screen on Johnson. Jumper off the screen, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Richardson dishes to Johnson. Whiteside, high post. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Picked by Horford. Smart passes to Horford. Puts up a 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Took him no time at all on that one. And now it's just a 4-point Celtic lead.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Dion Waiters checked in for Wayne Ellington. And the Celtics also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Olynyk. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Johnson kicks to Waiters. Right side a screen. Goes up off the pick. And Waiters with the stuff.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Smart dishes to Horford. Great touch on the 16-footer. Horford's got 4 this quarter.
Pretty good defense there. But remember, Horford is one of the best shooting big men in the game. He wasn't phased.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's just a clumsy turnover there. Just an errant pass that should have never been attempted.
And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 4.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run.
Coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Every loose ball, 50-50. We got to come up with those. We got to come up with those. Those will decide the game.
Coach Eric Spoelstra wanting every possible possession, asking his guys for the extra effort.
And it's not just raising your intensity level. You have to maintain it for the long haul. I mean, to really wear down your opponent, you want to break their spirit.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. We've got Johnson. Dion Waiters is out there with Winslow. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Dragic in at the point guard position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's find out the news on Chris Bosh. David, what's the update there?
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Here's Johnson. Hassan Whiteside made his last pass. Johnson sends the screen for Crowder. The three from Thomas. That shot misses. Well, he go the other way with it.
Well, the D was slouching there, and he rose up and confidently hit that shot, just like he did in the first half.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Crowder, the pass to Thomas. From past the arc. Kept alive by Boston. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Here's Dragic. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Nice move. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And how about the veteran savvy from Horford using the pump fake to put the defender in a disadvantage?
The first free throw is good.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
The Heat making a switch here. Bosh is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
And what a tremendous advantage. Bigs who can shoot from the line.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Fades back, and there's another one for the Heat.
He has come out strong to begin this half and has really found his stroke.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Picked by Horford. Passes it to Crowder. Uncovered. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Waiters. To take the lead. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
They made that possession super uncomfortable, and as a result, they got the stop they needed.
Now here's Bradley. Here's Johnson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Thomas has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. And now a 6-point Boston lead.
Well, the three-pointer has always been a big part of Thomas's arsenal. I mean, the quick release, able to hit on the move.
Crowder with the steal. In the corner, Bradley with it. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Back to Dragic to end the run. Waiters gets a wide open look on the 3 off target. Celtics leading by 9. Right side Crowder. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Last season, Jay Crowder scoring far and away the most points of his career, over 14 a game. He's more of a secondary scorer, a spot-up shooter, and a good finisher at the rim.
And for Crowder, Chris, he doesn't try to do too much offensively. As they say, he stays in his lane.
That's right. He shoots corner threes. He has a good sense of when to cut to the rim. And without being flashy, he's a very effective offensive player.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
Now, Jay Crowder, by some advanced metrics, ranked as a top 6 small forward in the league last season. He's a gritty, defensive-minded player. He makes a positive impact on both ends of the court.
Timeout called, the Heat. And Crowder eager to prove himself after being acquired by the Celtics in the Rajon Rondo trade.
The Celtics got a steal of a contract through 2020. He's really helped establish that tough, high-effort culture in Boston.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Bradley on the double team. Winslow kicks to Bosch. Pass to Whiteside. He feeds it to Winslow. Buries it from 3-point range.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Thomas with the ball. Bradley, that's for 2. The offensive rebound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, and Horford doesn't always shoot a lot of free throws for a star big man. You'd like to see him getting that respect from the official.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Dragic. And it's Bosch at the elbow. Bosch double team. And Waiters has it in the corner. From 13. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field. And I think it's really starting to get to him.
The 3 from Bradley. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. The pass to Whiteside. Fades and shoots. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-5 run here. Boston, no good that time either.
That's the kind of shot you want him to take every time. He just happened to miss that time.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Here's the screen. Waiters up top. That's tipped. It's stolen by Bradley. Thomas passes to Bradley. Johnson the screen. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bradley. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting his game to excel in the catch and shoot.
Bosch against Johnson. Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Thomas. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Heat trail by 10. And Waiters kicks to Bosch. Top of the key, Dragic. Lets the three fly. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Bosch has got 4 assists now tonight.
After not having a 3 in the first half, he got a big boost right there by nailing that triple.
Now, here's Thomas. It's Dragic with the drive, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Now, just a 5-point Celtic lead. Thomas against Dragic. From the high post, and the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, and like all great scores, Thomas never fazed by a little defensive pressure.
In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Here's Winslow. Bosch dishes to Dragic. Waiters passes to Whiteside. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. Boston leading by 7. Now here's Crowder. Shoots a fader. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Bosch, a screen on Bradley. Here's Waiters, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Yeah, now 1 of 4 here in the fourth quarter.
Smart kicks to Horford. Horford with a screen on Winslow. Picked by Horford. Here's Smart. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Winslow dishes to Dragic. Outside Bosch. Waiters up top. Lets it go from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
All day. That's money for him. The defense will think twice about leaving him next time.
Now here's Smart. Bradley, that's for 2. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Feeds it to Dragic. Whiteside a screen. Johnson over to help. Whiteside with it. Now guarded by Crowder.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. They set the screen. Here's Smart. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Oh, that's one of those buckets that stand out. Nice play by Smart.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Bosch. Double team on Bosch. Kicks it to Waiters.
Yeah, easy call.
Waiters. 2.
Free throw, good. Waiters. And both free throws good for Waiters. The Celtics with the lead. And here's Smart. Now Horford. Top of the key, Bradley. Waiters grabs the miss.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Outside Dragic. And there's the feed to Winslow. He kicks to Bosh. Bosh, the screen. Just 5 to shoot to take the lead. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 4 assists now tonight. Smart with the ball. Picked by Horford. Smart kicks to Horford. And stolen by Whiteside. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Isaiah Thomas. David?
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury.
Thank you, David. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
You're right. We know he's a baller, a competitor, that he'll do everything within his power to return to the court as soon as possible.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And he is unable to get the second one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Well, just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down, and that's a big whistle.
Here's Dragic. Outside Bosh. The dish now to Whiteside. And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played big. I'm sure the D has no issue whatsoever with him taking those threes, but he isn't hitting anything from out there.
Again, the miss by the Heat. The Celtics shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Double team on Thomas. It's tipped. Stolen by Bosh. Pull up Jay. A shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, another Tim Cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
That was massive. Huge play there. You got to love this game.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
He just can't get right. Nothing is going in right now, but I like how he's keeping his confidence up. He knows it's only a matter of time until he gets one to go in. That's just because he's completely in rhythm. His accuracy has been absolutely fantastic.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Boston, no good that time either.
Hard to tell if he's just lacking energy in the second half, but it does not look like he's himself out there.
Goran Dragic. 2.
Two shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
I know he feels good about that. A perfect trip to the line further extends the lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, you know, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
You know, it's like a Rubik's Cube. I feel like they've tried a lot of different things all night, but just haven't cracked the code yet. And it's frustrating for me.
Twenty seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Brown missing. Thomas against Johnson. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Goran, a pretty good performance you put on tonight in front of the fans.
Yeah, great game for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play, and we are hustling on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
Yeah, I know that's what you thought it would be like when you got here, and it is like that tonight. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Hassan Whiteside. Shaq, your thoughts?
When you talk about Whiteside, you're talking about a guy capable of putting up 20 every single night. We've seen.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille